I did a poll on Instagram a couple of days ago where I asked you guys, how are you feeling? Are you feeling rage? Because last week we were feeling a lot of that rage and that anger. Are you feeling peace and balance? Are you feeling some kind of wibbly wobbly in between? And a lot of you guys responded that you were feeling either balanced or the wibbly wobbly in between. And that's what it feels like. It feels like we're kind of going back and forth, but not in a place of it's a seesaw and everything feels chaotic. This feels much more balanced, and it's very interesting because it's like we can hold two emotions. We can hold that energy of feeling anger and that sacred anger that Kelly Ma has taught us over the past couple of weeks. I'll put links in the description box for you, those of you who are new, or those who didn't watch those readings. That sacred anger, we can hold that space for that sacred anger while still holding love. It's not one emotion or the other. It's not either or. You can hold more emotions at once. You can hold space for that, especially you divine feminines. You have that capability and that capacity to hold space for that. I feel like that's what the divine masculines are beginning to understand about the divine feminine. They're beginning to understand that the divine feminine, it's not black and white for her, that she can hold the energy of all emotions. And I feel like the divine masculines might have not been able to understand that within themselves, and not been able to understand that about the divine feminine, how she is able to hold more than one emotion, especially the emotion of love, and still be angry and still be upset, but still have unconditional love. I feel like the divine masculine, or the masculine template as a whole, is beginning to understand this and honor this about the divine feminine. And divine feminine, I feel like you're really beginning to understand this and honor this about yourself, that it's not one or the other. It never has been. Especially divine feminines, you're emotional beings, but you don't let your emotions rule you. You trust your intuition, you trust your emotions from that balanced state of being with that energy of rationale. And that's your gift, because that's that balance within you, that masculine and feminine presence within you, right? That you've anchored in, that union you've anchored in. It's like it's not going from one extreme to the other. You can hold the energy of that sacred anger. You can feel that sacred anger. You can feel hurt. You can feel heartbreak. You can feel upset. And you can still hold the energy of unconditional love for somebody. You can still hold the energy of forgiveness. I said to my divine masculine once after an argument, I said, I don't like you right now, or I don't like the way that you treated me, or whatever it was. I said, but I still love you. I may not have liked this, but I still love you. That's unconditional love. It is not unconditional acceptance. And that's what we've had to learn, divine feminines. We've had to learn how to honor ourselves. We've had to learn how to stand up for ourselves, how to speak up for ourselves, how to express ourselves, and especially how to say this is or is not okay. Because I'm going to honor myself now. I'm not going to abandon myself. I'm not going to neglect or reject myself. And I'm sure as hell not going to have somebody do the same to me. This is you demanding and claiming that respect for yourself. And kind of almost like demanding that of others. You're showing yourself that love, and so that's naturally what you're going to demand of others. And when I say demand, put it into context, of course. But you're able to hold all of these emotions. And so as you're going back and forth, it's not as chaotic as it might have once felt. Now you can hold that space for yourself and be more of the observer rather than letting those emotions take hold of you. You can surrender to what it is that you're feeling rather than succumbing to the emotions. Again, there's a difference. There's a balance there.